Austin's Park is a charming family entertainment center just outside of Austin, Texas. With 2 roller coasters, a pizza buffet, and many other rides and attractions, this park can make for an enjoyable day. But with any family entertainment center, there's always a question about price, as things can add up fast. Find out more about Austin's Park in this review. Austin's Park has been around since 2003 and added a former roller coaster of Cypress Gardens and Fiesta Express in 2013. For the 2021 season, the park added a large indoor expansion that included a second roller coaster, as well as more arcade games and a drop tower. The park is divided into a couple of areas. An outdoor area with rides and attractions, an indoor arcade, and other indoor attractions spread throughout the building. The outdoor area has a collection of go-karts. One is specifically for kids, whereas the other 2 tracks are open to all guests. The slick track felt pretty simple and basic as far as go-karts go, but the speedway track offered a bit more, especially giving guests the ability to actually pass each other, which is not always the case with go-karts. Around the outside of this area is a pretty large mini golf course, which is likely very enjoyable to play as a family. I played through it by myself, so it wasn't one of the more enjoyable mini golf courses that I've played. The bumper boats were a fun activity to do with others, but are hard to steer and you don't get very wet, so it's not great as an actual ride. Lastly, outside, there is a collection of kiddie rides that adults are free to ride as well. In the Crazy Fire Chief, the double-decker carousel, and the roller coaster Fiesta Express. Fiesta Express offers strong laterals on its turns, which makes the simple-looking roller coaster actually really good. The new for 2021 indoor area has a lot of space and some arcade games, as well as a new roller coaster. Barreling Rapids is a version of an FBF Visa spinner that takes on a wacky Gorm layout. Being bigger than most of these types of spinners, this coaster offers more in terms of mild laterals on the turns and an incredible drop as the back few cars get a large amount of ejector. Since the drop is trimmed, like a wacky worm coaster, the back car might not actually be the best for airtime, but if you have an unlimited wristband, you should be able to try as many seats as you'd like. Tower Drop is a fun family drop tower with enjoyable pops. Most of the drops felt more straight down, as turning seemed to be mainly while you were going up or at the top, which helped give that tiny tummy tickle on most of the drops. This area also has a few upcharge activities, including the indoor-themed putt-putt course, Putt Vegas, as well as the Revel Social Club that offers food and darts to cater to older guests looking to have a good time. In the other corner, this area offers laser tag. Even though it is included with a wristband, I did miss laser tag on my visit, as it was so slow that there just wasn't enough people to get a group together when I finally got around to trying. The other side of the building offers a few other attractions and the buffet. Bowling looks fun as always, but is an upcharge from even the unlimited wristband. Off in the corner are 2 other attractions, an XD Theater, which is a motion simulator where you have a gun so you can shoot things on the screen, and has a few different modes to increase re-ride value on a slower day. The rock wall over here also offered some unique courses and was pretty fun for what it is as well. For those looking to experience the park, the main upsell to the all-day package is the pizza buffet, as this is only a $10 add-on. This pizza was edible, but wasn't anything super delicious, though with a few more coasters than a traditional FEC buffet, or just an unlimited ride option, as Mr. Gaddy's Pizza and San Antonio's Incredible Pizza did not offer an unlimited option when I visited them. It was really fun to get a few rides, go back and eat, ride a few more rides, then go back and eat. So the buffet is a really great complement to the attractions that I really wish other parks had. Plus, they had these chicken things that were essentially like Asian-style boneless wings, which just isn't something you normally see on a buffet like this, and I did keep going back to get those. Crowds at Austin's Park were very light on my visit, as I visited during the day towards the start of the summer season. Everything was open, but some activities required a crowd, such as laser tag, and just weren't feasible for me to do as a solo traveler. Though others in a group, like a group of kids celebrating a birthday, would have no problem bouncing from activity to activity. Most rides had rotating operators. For Barreling Rapids, the operators shared the drop tower, so the coaster was mainly the ride that was going. Outdoors, the operators seemed to gravitate towards the go-karts, which left Fiesta Express and the two rides by it relatively unmanned. People were waiting a while if they just wanted to ride the coaster, and I just followed a group around to the various rides in the area on my first ride on Fiesta Express. Given crowd levels, this level of operations is reasonable, but it did seem a bit of a pain to track someone down if you're looking to get that coaster credit on Fiesta Express. And I would have liked to really get more re-rides on that coaster, especially for the price I paid. Though I can understand guests wanting to ride the go-karts more, even if that isn't my personal preference. So what about the price? Austin's Park offers an unlimited pass, but it is a bit pricey at $43 plus tax. And there are exclusions such as bowling and Putt Vegas. For $10 more, you can add the buffet for $53 plus tax, which is what I did on my visit. If you're looking to get these coaster credits while experiencing the park, this seems like a good way to go, and you'll get a little value back on your food purchase, as I really like having food to eat when I go to this park. You can also pay per ride if you're only stopping in for the coasters, but that can get expensive if you want multiple re-rides. For another $10 or $63 plus tax, you can add bowling and a $10 video game card, which doesn't exactly seem necessary, but would make for a nice complete day at this park. If you're only going for a few hours, this price is fairly steep, but I suggest trying to plan to be here for most of the day to maximize your value. I talked to someone who worked with special needs students, and she loved Austin's Park, as her group used it as a home base for her students while they were in the area for a competition. Not only did the buffet cover the allocated lunch and dinner for her students, but the attractions provided an engaging activity while they were waiting around for those off competing. So, for the right group and the right needs, this park can provide an excellent day. They also have a Twilight special after 7:30 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays, which it seems rare to have additional promotions during the weekend, but at $30, this seems good, but only includes outdoor activities. So for the second coaster and indoor activities, you would still need to pay $40, which is only a $3 discount. You do get the $10 game card. So it's a little bit of a discount, but not really as helpful as it might seem at first glance, at least for the roller coasters. For those looking to pair this park with Tom Foolery's Adventure Park, they are only about 20 minutes away from each other, and that is exactly what I did on my visit. They also did not give me any issues having both wristbands on, as I kept my Tom Foolery's wristband since I wanted to return to finish riding a few rides and to get some extra laps on their coasters. Overall, how good is Austin's Park? This is a big family entertainment center that still has room to grow. The buffet offers an enjoyable complement to the rides and coasters, and both coasters are simple for families while enjoyable to me just as roller coasters. All things combined, this is a fun experience, though it is a bit more on the pricey side than it might have to be. But that is standard with these types of places, and it is still cheaper considering the offerings that other similar places will have. Alley Cat's Hurts for example, sells their unlimited wristband at $60, and that does not include food. And in-the-game fun trackers and Outlaw Pass mainly just have pay-per-ride options. Despite my general good feelings about this park, it somehow still ranks relatively low based on my overall satisfaction, so something was just missing for me to have a good time at this park. But I feel, for the right group, this place could be special. In my park rankings of Texas, I rank it right above Hurricane Harbor Splash Town, which has a confusing layout of slides, though some are good once you figure out how to navigate that beautiful park. But operations have been terrible on my 2024 visits, as almost half the slides seem to be routinely closed. And I rank Austin's park right below Camp Fimfo. The overall experience at Camp Fimfo, with its high price point, is likely less enjoyable than Austin's park, but it ranks a bit higher for having a slightly better coaster and a beautiful setting, as beauty is one of the 4 attributes that I rank a park on. What is your experience at Austin's park been? Do you feel the buffet is worth it? Let me know, and as always, Cup Coon Crop.